Welcome back. My name is Aaron Lanning, your favorite realtor. Now, I live in Menifee and I love Menifee, but today we are talking about a very important question. Whether you own one property or several, and that question is, sell it or rent it? Let's go. One of my clients a few years ago, they made some pretty big decisions in just a few months. They got married. Right after the honeymoon, they opened escrow on their dream home. And they didn't have tons of money saved up, but they had 5% down and went with a conventional loan because that was the best option for them at that time. Fast forward 1 year later, and they got an amazing job offer, yet it was 60 miles away. Now, they could have sold, but they obviously wouldn't make tons of money on the property, and then would have to talk to a CPA, which is a certified public accountant, about what kind of capital gains they were liable for. So as I helped them navigate which direction was best for them, there were several things to consider on this specific property and with this specific client. This house was close to Mount San Jacinto College here in Menifee, so I don't think there's gonna be any problem finding a renter for the property, especially in the city of Menifee. It's been booming for years. So again, getting this rented, in my opinion, was gonna be no problem. We then dove into their desire to even become a landlord. Do they wanna deal with the headaches? Do they want to hire a property manager? Is there enough profit for that? And what are things even renting for in their neighborhood? We talked about some of the California laws that were coming out geared to help renters. And then of course, if they did rent this to college kids, they often do not care for the home like some families might care for the home. So you could have more maintenance issues. Long story short, will they make money or not? Now, we do have a property management company, so it's nice to have these options under one roof with people you know, like, and trust. But at the end of the day, you have to do what makes the most sense for you and your family. I'll link to our property management company on the screen here, 21stcenturypm.com. But back to my clients, the market was blazing hot, and honestly, I was guessing they might want to step away from it, as yes, profit was going to be very, very little or none, but at least they wouldn't be losing money. So here's what the conversation turned into. Imagine you were 50 miles away starting a new job. You wouldn't likely call me up and say, hey Aaron, I want to buy a house 50 miles away, with minimal down payment, leveraging it up to the max value. But essentially that's what happened here. The house lacked equity, and when rented, it barely covered the mortgage. If it sits vacant a couple of times, or if there are maintenance surprises, you're looking at a yearly loss. And this isn't a blessing, it's a problem. Renting a property, I always ask my clients, what is their panic threshold? Depending on your panic levels and the uncertainty, it can be a wild ride. And I remember one client writing a check once to get out of renting his house to the renter just to be done with the tenants. It was about a $4,500 check. That's just brutal. Now that's worst case scenario. But this client panicked a little, and writing a big check seemed the easiest and quickest solution to lower his stress levels and get them out. Now that's not really the route we want to go, but owning a rental property that's completely financed isn't the best move, and it often messes with your profits. And people will say, oh, in 30 years, the renter will pay it all. That's not always how it pans out. Now, I've always been passionate about investing in real estate, still am today, but one thing I've learned is that diving into real estate without a clear financial strategy can lead to more headaches than profits. And sure, some people talk about the long-term benefits of owning property. If it's not making financial sense right now, it might not pay off in the future either. And at the end of the day, what matters most is making informed decisions. So take the time to weigh the pros and cons, consider your financial goals, and seek some advice from your CPA and of course a trusted real estate advisor who actually sells houses, because sometimes letting go of a property that's not serving you well financially, it can pave the way for better opportunities and financial freedom down the line. That is straight facts. So if you're in a similar situation or contemplating your next move, in the real estate game, it is crucial to evaluate your circumstances carefully. Don't rush into a decision. Don't make a panic move, because any move will have long-term repercussions. We'll crunch the numbers together, and we're going to prioritize your financial well-being so we can make the right choice for you and your family. Sometimes it's a tough decision right now, but this can set the stage for a brighter future for you guys. I hope this video helped you, and if you have any questions, please reach out. And if you haven't commented, liked, or subscribed, please do so if this video helped you. Have a great day.